Hey, what's going on, everyone? Welcome to another installment of Tony's Take. All right, I almost didn't do this. I was like on the fence because I wanted to do it, but I didn't want to do it. But I'm like, let me do it just in case. All right, so this thing is going to be about the Nintendo Switch. Let's see how you guys take to a Tony's Take on Nintendo because, you know, Nintendo's Nintendo. But anyway, so I was looking at Twitter and I saw a couple of tweets from Emily Rogers that I'm like, okay, that's kind of interesting. Now, here's the thing. Emily Rogers is a Nintendo, I guess, I don't know if she's official or anything, but she's made a lot of Nintendo predictions in the past, and she's usually on the money, right? So I'm not really doing this video to like disparage her because I actually think she's one of the better analysts out there. It's kind of funny because, again, I don't think she's a paid analyst or whatever, but she's actually more correct than actual paid analysts, right? So I needed to set that up just so you guys understand that. I have nothing against Emily Rogers. She's good, you know, but she made a prediction today that made me go, no, that's completely and utterly like unrealistic. No fucking way. All right, so I'm gonna just read her tweets and I'm gonna have them linked down below, obviously. So she goes, prediction: Switch will sell at least 16 million units worldwide in the first 12 months. Sales are driven by 3DS and PS4 owners who never owned a Wii U. All right, that's the heart of it right there. That's the part of me go, wait, what? Were you kidding me? Really? All right, here's the thing. Okay, let me calm myself down a little bit. Okay, so basically, this is why I don't think this is going to happen, right? Mainly because of Nintendo itself, right? We know that Nintendo has a history of not producing enough units, right, of systems, especially during the first year, right? So I think that's going to be the main thing above anything else that's going to keep this thing from blowing up, right? I know, you know, some of you guys are going to go, what about the Wii, Tony? That's old, blah, 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 blah. You know, I think it was like 100 million. Yeah, Nintendo obviously produced enough systems, but not even during the first year. You know, and with the Switch, I think they're gonna like play it even more conservatively because again, we had the Wii U, which was an abysmal failure. That's not even an opinion; that's just a fact. Horrible failure of a system, right? So I think Nintendo is gonna play it very close to the chest with this one. Now, let's look at the first month, right? Nintendo already has 2 million consoles ready to ship. Let's just be honest here. And I know Michael Packard said that they're going to sell 8 million by launch. No, they're not. Those 2 million, that's all you're going to get for that first month. Again, Nintendo is playing this very, very conservatively, you know, because here's the thing. The reason they're selling the system in March is because they got to please their shareholders. Let's just be honest. For the past bunch of years, but for the past years particularly, Nintendo has taken a beating when it comes to the Wii U. The thing hasn't sold shit. You know, so when they show their stock reports to their stockholders, you know, they're going to see a shitty year and then going to see that last big bump at the end from March, right? That's the only reason the system is even coming out in fucking March. That's just a weird time, but it's all because, you know, they got to please their shareholders. We've broken all this shit down on Throwdown many, many times, so please make sure to check out past episodes. I mean, as a matter of fact, I'm going to link to Chris's article about Nintendo and why the Switch is going to, like, fail down below because it is, like, the best summation of why Nintendo will just continue to fail, you know, into the future, right? But anyway, so 60 million, the main reason I don't think it's going to happen is because, yeah, Nintendo is just not going to produce enough systems. And then, let's just be honest here, the games aren't there, right? I know you guys are going to go, oh, what about Zelda? What about Mario? Yeah, but look, aside from Mario, Zelda's not a system seller. I'm just going to get that out there. It's a fan favorite for sure. People buy it. Right? I'm not saying it doesn't sell. The games obviously sell, but it's not a system seller in the way Mario is. Mario is a more like general consumer type of game. Zelda is for specific types of gamers, right? It's not like for mom and dad, you know, it's not for grandma, you know, you got to be like a true hardcore gamer to appreciate a Legend of Zelda game, right? So that game isn't exactly a big seller. Mario, whatever the fuck the new one's going to be called, Mario Odyssey, that one has the potential, especially since it's going to be more in line with, Mario 64, and I'm pretty sure that even my my personal reservation about the game because Mario isn't in the same proportion as the other humans, I don't think anyone's really gonna care about that. I'm just being honest, right? The game has the potential, right? But other than that, like Nintendo Switch has a lot of games that while they definitely are for like gamers, I don't think, you know, like general like audiences are gonna dig it, right? So 60 million, a little bit too high there. And then I do want to get to this other part she said, because this is interesting. So she says that the sales will be driven by 3DS and PS4 owners, right? I could see the 3DS owners, like, you know, going, because there's not really a lot of games coming out for 3DS this year. So I could see the 3DS owners going, hey, you know what, let me pick up the Switch, you know, and just buy my games there, right? And I still believe, despite what Nintendo says, they're going to discontinue that 3DS eventually, right? And they should discontinue it in order to make the Switch a success. So, you know, you have the 3DS owners wanting to jump ship. I could totally see that, right? But again, it goes back to, will Nintendo actually produce enough systems, right? That's always the big sticking point with them, right? Now, the last part, PS4 owners. I see where she's coming from here. Again, I'm a PS4 owner. I'm also an Xbox owner and a PC owner and a 3DS owner and a Vita owner. But I'm one of those guys, and I pre-ordered the Switch, right? I mean, mainly I pre-ordered it because, you know, it's my job. I literally, you know, get paid to write about this shit, so I bought it for my job. If I was just a general consumer, I would have waited until the fall when the game, you know, when the Switch has more games on it, right? But I could see some PS4 owners going, you know what? I want to have this secondary system around just to play some of these cool games, because, you know, I will freely admit, even though this is kind of undercutting into the point I'm trying to make, I will freely admit that a lot of games that are on Nintendo systems would be ones that PS4 owners would actually like to buy, because, you know, let's just be honest here, PS4 owners like Japanese games. Nintendo is nothing but Japanese games. So I could see that. But again, it always keeps coming back to, will there be enough like units produced, right? And the other reason I don't think it's going to sell 60 million units this year is, again, because there isn't a lot of games out there. Like, yeah, it has a good amount of games, but not like heavy hitters aside from Zelda and Mario, right? Like, I know they got Xenoblade, Xenogears, whatever it's called, the JRPG from Square Enix. I don't even know if that's coming out this year. Again, a lot of like question marks concerning the launch lineup or even the first year lineup of this thing. However, in year 2, when Nintendo actually produces enough of these, then I could see 60 million. And if Pokemon comes out, I'm talking about a real Pokemon game. I know there's a rumor about a game called Pokemon Stars, which is supposed to be like a successor to the Sun and Moon games. I could be getting those names wrong, by the way, but I don't know really too much about the Pokemon franchise, but I do know it's a huge seller, right? So if you get a proper Pokemon game, something that Nintendo fans have been asking for on a Nintendo console for years, okay, then I could see the shit like selling like crazy. You know what I'm saying? Especially if they lower that price to $250, it's over. It'll sell, you know. But 16 million, okay, I can see 60 million in year 2. I could see that, and I'm being optimistic. I could definitely see that. But 60 million in the first year, no way in hell. All right, I think I've rambled on enough for this video. Let me know what you guys think. Will the Nintendo Switch actually sell 16 million units by next March? You see that happening? Let me know in the comments. And the last thing, since I have you here, I want to thank everybody who's been supporting these Tony's Takes on Throwdown. I'm noticing that we've got like 50 new subscribers within the last week. Fucking nuts. So thank you for that. Appreciate it. Please spread the word. And, you know, as always, make sure to check out the normal Throwdown episodes. We're going to have another one tonight. Throw down your questions. You know for a fact my man Chris is going to go in on this shit, you know, so please make sure to watch that. I'm pretty sure after the episode airs, I'm gonna link it down below or link it right in this video so you can check out Chris's thoughts, because I'm pretty good when it comes to predictions, but my man Chris, when it comes to these Nintendo predictions, he's always been on point, so you definitely check out his thoughts. All right, so that's it for this video. I'll see you all around for another Tony's Take later, people.